behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. Another great interview is coming up in just a moment. But before we begin, don't forget about the subscribe and bell buttons if you haven't done that already. And always you'll get notified of any new episodes coming your way. And leave a comment on the comment section if you like. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you pay attention to the description part as well as the closing credits at the end of the show, there'll be contact info for you to contact me. And I'll get back to you, so stay tuned for that. We got Shania Twain today. She's a Shania Twain tribute artist, and she's from Cobourg, Ontario, Canada. I think you're really going to like her, and we'll get to that in a second, but here's another quick word from the Caden Gordon Show. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Cobourg, Ontario, Canada today, we have Shania Twain. She's a Shania Twain tribute. Thanks for joining us, Shania.
Hi, how are you, Paul?
Oh, doing pretty good. Glad to have you here today.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was Shania that really got you to do this, I guess, then, right? Because you, I know a lot of tributes like to give back to the original artist. Maybe it goes deeper than that. Why don't you tell us your story, though?
Well, definitely Shania Twain has everything to do with this. Thank you, Shania Twain. And when I was about maybe 27, 28, which is a long time ago, I was hearing, I owned my own bakery, and people were coming in and they say, "Oh, you look like that Shania Twain girl." And I go, "Who's Shania Twain?" And they said, "Oh, she's a country singer." And I said, "Oh, okay." And I didn't think anything of it, but I really didn't know who she was. I was a baker, so very busy, didn't have time to cook, didn't have time, not to cook, sorry, to watch TV or anything like that. So one day I was delivering bread to this grocery store. And because that's what I did. I went on deliveries and I seen Shania Twain everywhere. Shania Twain magazines and books. And like, I thought, wow, this girl is huge. I don't even know who she is. And I thought, wow, they think I look like her. That's amazing. Holy, it was quite a compliment. And we're almost the same age, which is really nice too. She's 6 years older than I am, but that's not by much, that's for sure. And yeah, so then I moved to Sudbury, and the same thing was happening there. Yeah, you look like Shania Twain. I said, "Oh, thank you so much." And I said, "You know what? I know some people who are doing a thing called a tribute act, so maybe I'll try that." And so I did. And I never stopped. Basically, it just kept on going.
Well,
30 years later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now, and of course they're right. You know, you do look an awful lot like Shania, and
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad that you're doing that. Have you ever met Shania in any way, or would you like to? Or
I have met her.
oh,
And they invited us to a luncheon. There was about, I'm going to say, like maybe 60 people there. And so she invited me to have the luncheon. And before the luncheon, she wanted to meet me in the stairwell. It kind of backstage, we called it. And so I did. And she was so tiny. And I'm just like this Amazon woman. So I'm 5'8" and she's probably like 5 foot nothing. But I'm looking at her and I'm going, oh my gosh, she's so tiny. When she's on the screen, she just like looks so tall, but she was just So beautiful, and I was so flattered to meet her, and she was very, very nice to me, very kind, very kind. And we had our lunch, and her grandma came out to see her grandma and her cousins came out to see our show because we were playing in Timmins. And apparently, Shania, when we were playing in Brockville, she came to one of my shows. Thank God I did not know that she was there at the time. I found out after the show. So it was pretty cool.
Hmm.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
I think so too. Did you have any other influences besides Shania that really helped motivate you? I mean, or that you loved, growing up or whatever?
I'm more of a 70s, 80s rock girl.
Mhm.
And actually, I found out later that Shania was she had a group and she was a rock girl as well. But my influence, I didn't sing until I started with the Shania thing. I never sang before. I just started when I'm doing the Shania. I said, oh, okay, I'll give this a whirl. And it's not as easy as people think, especially when you're first starting out. It's like, oh, I'm going to sing. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. But I guess I did okay because I'm still here.
Right.
And honestly, I love Nazareth and Boston and Prison and AC/DC and all those great rock bands. I love music, period. But those are really what get my blood going.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, those are some good bands too.
Yes. And of course, Shania Twain, because her music sounds like Def Leppard sometimes. And I love Def Leppard. And of course it does, because, Mutt Lang produced all those AC/DC Def Leppard.
That's
And that's the sound. And of course, I love her music. It's country, but it's rock. It's rock and roll.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, great bands there. How can we find out about you? I mean, I'm sure you're on all social media and you have official website. Tell everybody about all that.
Yes. My website is Shania Twin, TWIN, ShaniaTwin.ca or .com. I have a Facebook, which is ShaniaTwin.DonnaHuber. And I have an Instagram, and that is Shania Twin and the number 1 beside it. So Shania Twin 1. And I did have, I do have a Twitter account, and it was Shania Twin, but I changed it to this is 59 because that's how old I am. So I said, this is 59. And yeah, and that's it.
Okay. Well, check her out on all those social media and that official website she just mentioned. I know she would love you for that. And I guess this is kind of a few songs that you performed on stage. I guess some of these are probably your favorite ones to do with Shania, I guess.
Well, we perform most of them. We perform 99% of Shania's songs. And the only ones that we don't really do, and it's because there's other huge hits that would replace those, is What Made You Say That, Dance with the One Who Brought You, and that's by her first album called Eileen Twain.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Eileen? Or was it Shania still? Oh my gosh. It's been a long time since I've talked about this stuff, but she had a first album. She's on the cover of it and there's a wolf beside her. Anyway, so we don't sing those songs as I used to, because there's Giddy Up. That's the new one I absolutely love. Man, I feel like a woman. I mean, we can't take that out. There's so many hits that we cannot replace those other songs with. So we do not do that.
Okay. Well, I know you guys are going to love it. It's not a very long clip, but it gives you an idea anyway. And we'll get to that in a second. But Shania Twain, thank you so much for being on the show today. If you ever want to come back sometime, let us know. Maybe we'll have you back sometime. And here it is, Shania Twain. It begins right now.
I'm going out tonight, I'm feeling alright. Gonna let it all hang out.
had a great time.
We had a great time.
We call
We love Shania Twain! Shania Twain! Shania Twain!
this closet. But don't impress me, but
Fabulous costume changes, lovely.
don't impress me. Forgot my lady, a man church starts fast.
We could have paid $150 to see Shania Twain on Tuesday, and we wouldn't have enjoyed it any more than that. That was awesome. We can't wait for her to book again so we can bring a whole bunch more people.
I wanna be free to be the way I feel. Man, I feel like a woman, yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you guys so very much.